everyone, welcome back to another video on the epic Kawasaki ZX-9R. Now, the very first time that you get on a motorcycle is going to be scary in either pillion, so if you're going to be a passenger on a motorcycle, or if you're actually going to ride one yourself for the first time, either of those scenarios are going to be scary. So in today's video, we're going to kind of describe what it's going to feel like, and also what you can do about it to try and keep those fearful emotions under control. So let's jump on and let's go. Yeah, I've had a little bit of jip with my knee today. I think it's from the training I've done over the last week. Been working pretty hard at the gym and at my martial arts gym. Yeah, we're doing a lot of good work, but unfortunately when your joints and your muscles are fatigued, well, doesn't do you a lot of good if you're out riding for a good, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours in a single day. But alright, so how's it going to feel the first time you get on a motorcycle? Well, for a pillion, and if you're going to be riding a motorcycle for the first time, they're both going to feel scary, but they're going to feel scary in slightly different ways. So when you're on a pillion, the first time you ride as a pillion, it's going to feel a little bit weird because you're going to be able to take in the whole experience without actually having to worry about riding the motorcycle. And so to some people, not having that control is scary, but it's interesting because actually to my wife, she prefers riding pillion with me than riding herself on her own bike. So I suppose it depends on who you are, and you might get more comfortable doing one over the other, and that's absolutely fine. But it is going to feel scary, but at least you're going to be able to take in the whole experience, so you don't really have to think about it all that much. You could just get comfortable, get used to holding on to the rider, or get used to holding on to the pillion handles. I mean, that's one of the things actually that is going to feel really scary, is holding on to the pillion handles of a motorcycle, because if you're riding a bike that's got a little bit of power like this one, it's going to feel like you're going to fall off the back if you're holding on to the pillion handles. So don't be afraid to hold on to the rider, alright, if you absolutely need to. If there's a top box or something like that, then at least you've got something to lean against when the bike accelerates. But if you're riding yourself, if you're riding a motorcycle for yourself for the first time, well, this is where the fear is really going to kick in a little bit more for you, because you're going to have to, there's a lot to think about as well, so you can't really afford to be all that frightened. You have to just get on with it, and unfortunately that's just the way it goes. You have to just do it, and eventually you'll get comfortable and it won't be scary anymore. And I'm saying, for me, that process didn't take very long, alright? Between getting on a motorcycle for the first time and actually feeling comfortable was about a couple of days, and that was it. So it really isn't like a lot of time that it takes for you to get comfortable. And same if you're riding on pillion as well. If you're riding as a passenger, a couple of days riding on the back of a motorcycle, you'll have the hang of it already. You know, it won't frighten you as much, but you will start to enjoy it more, if you know what I mean. So, but riding for the first time on your own, there's a lot to think about. Okay, so the way how I want you to kind of like deal with it, because you're going to feel anxious, you're going to feel scared, you're going to feel stressed out, especially if you go out onto the road for the first time. It's going to be really intimidating. So what I want you to try and do is just focus on the basics. Focus on roads that you are aware of, roads that you are comfortable with. Don't go on really long adventures or anything like that. Just stick to really local roads where you're close to home. So if anything bad does happen, at least you haven't got far to go to get back home. But honestly, you'll be fine, right? It's at that stage where you are most anxious and most stressful and most aware of what's going on, is when you're probably going to be the safest, because you're going to be like hyper focused on everything, on every aspect. But this video isn't about learning how to ride a motorcycle, alright? If you want to know that, we've got a really good couple of videos on how to get clutch control, how to ride the motorcycle, things like that. So go and check out our Ninja 125 playlist, and it should give you all the information that you need about learning to ride a motorcycle. But the actual feeling that you're going to get, because there's one thing knowing how to ride a motorcycle, but then when you actually come to do it, it's something else entirely. You might totally understand the theory behind it and be like, yeah, I know what to do. But then when you're there and you actually get on the bike, it's going to feel totally different, and you're going to be like, oh my god, I'm forgetting things. My wife is she still has that to this day, because she doesn't ride that often. Every time she gets on her bike, she overthinks things a little bit until she gets comfortable again. But yeah, honestly, it happens to everyone. But just focus on the little things. Focus on just moving the bike forward. Focus on slowing down when you need to. Focus on pulling the clutch when you need to. Focus on all those little things, all the little things. Don't worry about traffic so much, especially if you're on roads that you're comfortable with, and you're on roads that are quiet as well. Just take it easy, take it slow. You don't have to go fast anywhere. If someone is behind you giving you a hard time, pull over, let them get past. Simple as that. Don't let them intimidate you. Don't let them change anything about your riding style, the way how you're riding. Don't let them change any of it. Don't let some other road user determine how they expect you to be riding your bike, okay? Riding a motorcycle is a very individualized thing. It's something that only you can learn, and it's only something that you can get comfortable with on your own terms. Don't let other people dictate that to you. And just spend a good day, a good few hours, just getting the hang of the bike in really short distances. Take lots of breaks. Go ahead and just, whenever something gets a little bit tough, just pull over. Just put on your indicators. Your indicators are right there. Just pull over anywhere. Doesn't matter. Even close to someone's driveway if you want to. I'm sure they won't mind. All right, and just take a minute just to take in a deep breath and take your time. I think that's probably the biggest piece of advice I can give you. Take your time. Don't rush it. Don't rush into it. Just really take it all in. Take in as much as you can, but gradually. Do it at your own pace. No one is on your back. When you're on a motorcycle, you're on your own. You're able to do this all on your own. It's really good in that regard, because you're able to just chill. You can make yourself comfortable on the bike, rather than, I don't know, you're getting in a car and all your mates want to get in your car with you and things like that. That's when things can get a little bit intimidating as well, even if you've done your test and the first time you get in a car and all your mates are telling you to do this, that and the other. Yeah, not a great experience. You've given yourself a good day, a good couple days to get the hang of the bike, get comfortable on the bike on roads that you are very familiar with. That's when you can go ahead and go out on some adventures, go and explore a little bit and start to enjoy the motorcycle. Unfortunately, it depends on who you are. Some people are going to start enjoying their motorcycles within a day. Some people are going to start enjoying motorcycles within a week. Excuse me. It really kind of depends on who you are. A great example that I like to use is if you enjoy roller coasters at theme parks, then you're probably going to enjoy bikes quite a lot quicker than someone who doesn't enjoy roller coasters, because it's a very similar kind of experience in that sense. So when you get to motorcycles like this, and the acceleration that you feel is going to be similar to something like a roller coaster. But even just on a little bike, a 125 or something like that, when you first get on that, it's going to feel really, really quick. Even though 125s aren't that quick, they're not that quick at all. But it will feel incredibly fast, because you're just like in the open like this. You've got nothing around you. You're able to take it all in. I don't know, don't try too hard to enjoy the experience. The time when you enjoy the experience the most is actually when you're totally relaxed. It's honestly just a wonderful thing, riding motorcycles, when you finally get out of that fearful stage, when you finally get out of that, oh, I'm scared kind of stage of riding bikes. That's when you'll really start to enjoy it. But at the same time, I don't want you getting so comfortable on a motorcycle that you think that anything you do is safe, alright? I need you to be constantly aware that if you make a small little error in judgment, that it could mean a crash. It could mean something quite deadly if you're not careful. Just keep a little bit of that fear back. Remember that riding bikes can be incredibly dangerous if you're stupid on them, alright? If you get overly comfortable or overly confident or arrogant even on a motorcycle, well, that's when it's probably going to bite you back, and it's probably going to bite you back quite severely. Alright, you've got to give a bike a lot of respect, and I think that's the thing that a lot of people forget about riding motorcycles, is that whole respect factor. The more respect you give a motorcycle, the more aware you're going to be of its capabilities and what it can do to you if if you take it all a bit for granted. Alright, don't ever take your skills for granted on a motorcycle. Constantly learn, constantly be aware, constantly try to be a better rider. The better the rider you are, the more you're going to be able to enjoy riding the bike itself. Here we go. This is what I remember. So these are the Malvern Hills. Now I know. Oh look, there's cows out here today. I can't believe that it was over a year ago that I've been out here. This is insane. It's because I didn't know which direction I think I knew the general direction that I'd gone in, but I had no idea how to get back here. And lo and behold, a year and a half later, I've been able to find my way back. And there's a bull. There were sheep. Quite a lot of sheep around here in the summer. Last time I was here. But I'm not going to lie, this doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did when I came here the last time. Because we're still in winter, so it's never going to be quite as nice, is it? Yeah, this was absolutely lovely. This little road here. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, and how far you can see out into the distance, just, yeah, it's crazy, man. There are some really nice views like this in little old Gloucestershire. Even though Gloucestershire's quite a hilly county, it's never really been that breathtaking for me. Because my family from Spain, they come from a little village in the mountains at the north of the country. The Peaks of Europe, I think they're called. And the mountain ranges there are just insane. Absolutely just incredible. Nothing, this has got nothing on that. But still though, I mean, when you're here and you're taking it in, it's still lovely. I mean, look at all that. Yeah, it's absolutely lovely, especially when you catch it on the right day as well. It's wonderful. I'm so glad I found my way back here. At least I've got a better idea now of how to get back here. And I know where it is as well, the Malvern Hills, yeah. Malverns. I haven't been here that often. Yeah, lovely. Absolutely wonderful. Sorry for this little sidetrack here, everyone. I was determined, as soon as I started going this direction, I was determined to try and find it. And I'm glad I did. And I'm able to re-experience it, and hopefully at some point as well in the near future I'll be able to take the wifey up here and she can experience it herself also. But yeah, everyone, just because the first experience that you have on a motorcycle is scary, it doesn't mean that it's going to be scary all the time. There's a lot of enjoyment, a lot of satisfaction to be had on two wheels. You've just got to give it time. You've got to let it kind of consume you a little bit. You've got to just let it all in and take it all in as much as possible, and you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. And you'll be enjoying the experience well before you know it. You'll be like, wow, that is actually incredible. You know, you're going to be getting all these experiences and all these, you're going to be going on all these little adventures like I am today, and like I do regularly every week. I go on a little adventure. Don't get me wrong, I mean, for the most part when I'm shooting videos I actually go on the similar routes. I do quite a lot of similar routes just because I don't have to think about it so much, and I can concentrate on just the topic at hand for that particular video. But I know we had a topic today, but I really wanted to just find this little area. I want to find where this comes out as well, because this is the way I actually went initially when I found this road. So I just want to see what entrance it is that I missed. I definitely did miss it, without a shadow of a doubt. I missed the entrance going on this road. So hopefully I'll get oh gosh. Get an idea where this entrance actually is. But it smells a little bit funky around here. It's like, it's not bad. It smells woody, but also I think there's some wild flowers that I'm smelling as well. I don't know, I mean, we're still in the winter, but I've noticed that spring seems to be coming a little bit earlier this year, and I think nature's getting a little bit confused. Okay, yeah, it was this little entrance right here, so I just came from that direction. There you go. Cool, well there you go, now I know where it is. Woo! Once you get comfortable on your bike, you'll also be comfortable having a blast on it. Because part of the experience of riding bikes isn't just taking it in, it's also experiencing what a motorcycle is capable of. And bikes are capable of an awful lot. For a really cheap motorcycle, this ZX9R cost me £1,500. But the experience that it gives you, the performance, the power, just is mind-blowing. It's so good. Yeah, there's a lot of motorcycles out there that have this to offer, though. That's the thing. It's not just exclusive to motorcycles like a ZX9. There are bikes out there, even like cruisers, are stupid fast for street use. Anyway, for road use, you can get a lot of really good fun out of a cruiser bike as well, not just sport bikes. But honestly, that's what I kind of said earlier. Take your time, take it all in, and you'll be absolutely fine, and you'll be enjoying the experience before you know it. Honestly, you'll love it. You'll love it. The vast majority of people that get on a motorcycle fall in love with the experience so much and so hard that all they want to do is get on a motorcycle and ride every day. Let's go down this way. Let's go down to Tewkesbury. Why not? Woo! Anyway, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this little ride out with me, and I hope that I've given you a decent little bit of advice here today. If you're looking to get started in riding motorcycles, I hope that this video has given you a bit of an insight into how that feels. And don't be afraid to be scared, alright? Everyone's scared of bikes initially, everyone's scared of driving cars, everyone's scared of these things the first few days they do it, or the first few hours that they do it. But then once you get the hang of it, and you start getting comfortable with all the controls and how the motorcycle feels when you're riding it normally, then honestly, yeah, you won't have any problems whatsoever. You'll really start to enjoy it, and it will become an addiction for a lot of you. But at the same time, if it's not for you, then that's fine as well. Riding bikes is not for everyone. But there you have it. My job is to try and get as many people riding bikes as possible, but I do understand that it's not always going to be the case. But let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Let me know what your experience was like the very first time you got on a motorcycle, how you felt, and how long it took you to kind of get over the fear of riding a motorcycle. I think it took me about a couple of days, and then I was away. But let me know what your experiences are down in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed this ride out with me, leave that like button, get subscribed, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future uploads on the ZX9R and all the other motorcycles that we feature on this channel. And we will catch you all in the next video. Have a good one, everyone. Take care. Ride safe.